Everybody wants to be a princess, but not everyone is white.
Throwback starts right now.
The dream that you wish will come true.
Cinderella was my first princess.
When I was growing up, she was the top of the princess mountain. Like, she could do no wrong.
I wasn't a big fan of Cinderella. First of all, her clothes were boring. I was like, I don't want to grow up and look like that. She's not goals for me.
It was my first fairy tale that I wanted to shape my life after, and it's f***ed up.
Love a good rags to riches story.
Actually, that's like not such a great story. She had to live up in the attic and clean up after her really shitty sisters and that awful stepmom. Her dad died, who was her only alibi in life.
Her sisters were bitches. The wicked stepsisters.
When I first moved to LA, I moved in with my aunt, and I had to do a bunch of extra weird work for her every week, so I thought of myself as Cinderella, and I would sing to like the rodents, and they were my only friends. I didn't know anybody yet. It was really sad.
She was like, oh, woe is me. My mom hates me. My sisters are mean to me. I need a prince to save my life.
Welcome to real life, bitch.
Go to college.
Why are almost all the princesses white? I had such racial identity issues that in my 3rd grade self-portrait in art class, I made myself blonde with blue eyes. And the teacher was like, who is this? And I was like, me. I wanted to be Cinderella. I had no Miriam to look up to.
Who is the one you were?
Snow White's an idiot. Snow White's asking for it. Snow White's going out in the woods at night after like it's dark that she knows there's witches out there. She made that choice and she's asking for it.
She moves into this house to live with how many dwarfs? Not that I have anything against dwarfs, but these are a bunch of guys that she just found on Craigslist or something. You don't know anything about these men and you're clearly outnumbered. You don't just move in with a bunch of dudes you don't know.
No one questioned that she was the only girl living with 7 very questionable men in a very tiny house. She was a little basic for me.
Their names were goals. Achoo, Sneezy, Cookie, Sugar Bear, Sleazy. No, there was not a sleazy one.
That's always been a dream of mine, to have 7 dwarves following around doing whatever I want them to do. You can take a nap with Sleepy. When you're sick, you can hang out with Sneezy. When you're feeling dumb, you can hang out with Dopey. I would probably never hang out with him because I'm super smart. What are the rest of their names?
Wasn't she like 8? Google it. I'm pretty sure she was the youngest Disney princess, which is really weird because she was living with like 12 men. Now we're talking about goals.
It's so crazy because Snow White like raises her little finger and a little bluebird comes and like gives her like beautiful sweet chirps, and I just feel like if I were to like raise my finger, like a double gin and tonic would just sit on there and just be like, oh, your dad never loved you. Dad?
Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand.
Ariel is my favorite.
Oh, I love her.
Ariel? Who is Ariel? I've never heard of Ariel.
I think she was everybody's favorite Disney princess growing up. Everybody loved Little Mermaid. It was ocean themed. It was easy to get at Party City for all your birthday parties.
Every ginger I know went nuts on Halloween. They're like, I'm Ariel, I'm Ariel, I'm pretty, I'm hot. I'm basically her.
There's just water splashing everywhere.
Every time you took a bath, you were just like, I think that I'm Ariel.
If someone told me when I was little, listen, you'll never see your family again or talk to them, but I can make you a half fish woman who sings really good and you can rule the sea, sign me up.
Although I always wonder, how do you have sex? You're half fish in the part where it matters most. But something about that was also kind of hot.
Looking back, I'm like, this girl gave up her voice for a man? That's bullshit, right?
She gave up her voice for legs so she could be with a man.
It's a terrible model for women. Even as a feminist, I do love that.
It was a classic. We were branded to like it early. And it was just like, be happy with where you're at. It's like you live under the sea. It's good down there. Your dad is a Triton. He rules everything. You've got dolphins picking you up and spinning you around, and all you want to do is like be on land so you can pay taxes and like f a prince.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
I don't really get the hype about Frozen.
If you were young enough to grow up with Elsa, you got it. Like, Elsa was your life. And if you were like a couple years older, you were kind of just like, let it go, let it go.
She is awesome. The whole movie isn't even about like her finding love. It's about trying to figure out how to not freeze people. Like she's so cold-hearted. She's singing about it all the fucking time.
If I had an older sister, I'm pretty sure she'd hate me too if she had blonde hair and couldn't touch things. She's a nice queen.
There is definitely a generation of Elsas who are roaming your local supermarkets and your streets right now.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but from now on, you do as I tell you, okay?
Princess Leia. Oh, the true princess.
There's a badass, if I've ever met one.
Princess Leia is like the guy's ultimate princess. It was like every nerd's dream to bed Princess Leia.
I mean, hair goals.
Those braids, though.
I mean, who else could rock those ridiculous Cinnabons on her head?
I hate her. People always compare me to her because my name is Leah, but her name is Leia. We have nothing in common. Like, sure, I kissed my brother once, but like, besides that, nothing in common.
Unbelievable sight, indescribable feeling.
Jasmine!
I love Princess Jasmine.
Thank you. Finally, my people arrive into Disney, being half Cuban, half Lebanese, finally seeing a bitch on a Disney film with some strong eyebrows, some tan skin, my people.
When I was born, I had no skin pigment, and for like the first 5 years of my life, people thought I was albino. I used to want to dress up as Jasmine every Halloween, so there's a picture of me with like bright white hair and like no eye color, like so pale that you can barely see me against a white wall in the Jasmine outfit.
But my brother looked just like Aladdin, so it was very confusing. I didn't know how to feel. I know how to feel about my brother, just wanted to make that clear.
Another damsel in distress, but like she's just so pretty and like all that hair, that crop top. Always has like nice abs. She's got a pet tiger.
When I was little, I would dress up for bed to try to look pretty in case like an evil but sexy guy tried to kidnap me from my bedroom. Now I try to look ugly before I go to bed so I can just keep sleeping.
She's dumb too. She's been like trapped in this room that she just accepts.
I actually feel bad for Rapunzel because she had such long hair and people tried to climb it. I don't even like when people touch my hair.
I have had so many hair extensions to try to look like her.
She went to the salon, obviously, got her track in, and used it to lure men up into her house. And quite frankly, she's the smartest princess that ever lived.
There must be more than this provincial life.
Oh yeah, I loved Belle.
Belle, 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 Belle.
Bestiality Belle? True. It's straight up bestiality. Like,
Yeah.
they were just trying to cover that up.
But is it weird that it's almost like you find the beast more attractive than the actual prince? Like once he turns back to the prince, he's like, oh.
I thought the prince was more attractive than the beast.
Oh, you like long hair though,
I
don't
do
you?
like long hair.
She, I think, is the quintessential princess because she's smart and caring and sweet. That's what I like about her. She would do anything for her father. That's beautiful.
She literally was gonna marry an ugly beast of a man so that she could have the biggest, most beautiful library in town. That's a woman who's ready to give up the right things for the right things.
There was no swipe left, swipe right. She like actually was like, I don't care what you look like, I love you. And that's beautiful.
People thought she was weird. They're like saying, oh, she's so weird. She's so beautiful. If that's the case, then I must be like the weirdest.
Let it go.
Drew loves Princess Tiana.
Love her. She's my favorite.
I agree that it was time. We needed a black princess.
We needed a.
But
Hello.
I do not like that the one black princess is not a princess and her goal in life is to make gumbo.
Right, and she's a frog the whole damn time.
What the f? And you love that movie still.
I
but
still, because it's like she looks like me and I have a stuffed animal of her on my bed and it was so sad growing up and being like, oh, I'm not a princess.
But the whole time I was like, why is she a frog? Why is she not getting, her happy ending is her being a chef at a restaurant.
Cool, because Disney's
And by chef, I
trifling.
mean literally her calling was making gumbo.
Living in
in
the
knowledge.
hood.
Those are some of our favorite princesses, but which ones are yours? And also, Pocahontas was not on this list. I am furious.
Need some more clever videos in your life? Click to the left for a throwback about songs you didn't realize were dirty as a kid, and to the right for a debatable about the best girl group of all time.